Lucetta again, exercising on my birthday. I'm now 92. 2 years have gone by since I last talked to you. And so what we're going to do is we're going to, well, hello there.
Good morning, Mom. Happy birthday. We're come to work out with you.
Well,
They suckered me into doing this.
They suckered me into doing this.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
All right, so we're going to start with a little bit of warm-up. And you should have the weights that you want right there in place. And I'll have some, I have some 1 pound weights, and then I have some 3 pound weights, which work for me. And then sometimes I don't use any weights at all. So you have to decide how you want to do it. So we're going to give yourself a 2-minute break or a 1-minute break between each of the exercises. We're going to start out right now. Put your legs hip width wide, and we're going to begin.
Warming up.
All right, should we this is a warm-up, just to get yourself moving. So you can be doing like this, and so up you go with your arms. We're gonna reach down, like this. So you make a C with, I'll turn sideways, so you see the C, bend. So in, breathing in, out, we do this for, probably this is about enough for right now, and we can move on to the next exercise. Which, the next one is an oblique crunch. Gets rid of this little muffin stuff over here. So you just go like this, put one hand on your hip, and just go down like that. Up and down, up and down. 25 seconds on each leg, which just seems like a long time, but, and if you have problem with balance, well then don't go up so high, maybe just lift your foot up a little bit, but otherwise, make your hand go straight up, but you can. Now we switch sides. And it'll really get rid of this little pad that you might have.
Do you like to think of there being a pencil in there?
Well, yeah, there could be a pencil. Just think you don't want that pencil to lose it.
That's why we work out
Okay,
lots.
so
We won't
now,
get tired.
now we're gonna change to go like this, like that.
Is that a torso twist?
Well, it's a great standing oblique work. This all is
And Mom, do
mostly
you
to
do
work.
these exercises at the grocery store and at the bank?
Yeah, you could do it, yes, if you were, let's say you were in a line at Costco. It's a wonderful thing to do while you're just waiting for the cashier to get ready for you. You can do it at the grocery store also, or at a bus stop. Doesn't matter. Any of these are.
It's Laguna, after all.
Now we're gonna really burn out a little bit more, so spread way out like
on the
this.
field. You got to get
And now, get down as low as you can,
Get down as low as you can. First
and
stand.
suck it, your tummy in. Now, here you go. We're just gonna twist. Like this. And you're gonna feel the burn in your thighs. And you can hear me breathing a little harder here now. But we'll just keep doing this. Make your head turn when you're doing the turn here, but don't let your hips turn. So, and I usually do this for another minute.
I feel my obliques
Can you feel it
melting away.
melting away? That's the time. So again, down like this. Now we're just gonna swing. Just keep your elbows high, but not as high as your shoulders. There we go. This is great. Burn out. And suck in that waist. Suck it in, Steve. Make it flat as you can. And just
Hard
hard.
keeping up with Lucetta, Kallis.
There. No, this isn't hard. Just keep your elbows up. Make fists if you have to. There, so inhale, exhale. How are you feeling? It's pretty good, huh?
This arm feels a lot more
You
stronger.
did great with this.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you, please bring water with you. You must keep water on the side. I have a little bottle over here to hydrate in between different exercises. That's really important. So now we're going to do belly fat. And so I'm going to get down on my back, and you're going to make your spine as straight as you can. I wonder if I should tip myself around this
Yeah,
way
you
because
should.
you don't want to see that way. It's really hard for me to see that. Anyway, so keep your spine as flat as you can against the mat. And I won't be able to do this like this. So I forgot to remind you, please bring your bottle of water next to you so you can reach over anytime between sets to hydrate. You have to hydrate. It's so important to do that. Now this is going to be belly fat, and you're going to put your spine down on the mat so it's very And I may be switching around the other way in a few seconds, but we'll start out this way. So now we'll do tabletop. I really think I need to do the other way. So head up.
Can you move back?
And have your arms behind your head.
Almost forward, but then
Do
my
a
legs-
tabletop like this. And now we're going to just go out and in. Sort of make your leg go a little bit of an angle up. Like this. And if your head becomes too heavy, fine, just put it down and stretch your arms out like that. But otherwise, you get a little bit more of a push by doing this. Back and forth, back and forth. And you can feel it, but make sure your spine is flat on the mat. And now what we're going to do is practically the same thing. Tabletop, point your toes up like this and bring them down. Up, down, up, and down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Just keep breathing. And then give yourself another little hug. Now we're going to go back up. Put your hands like this behind your head. And then we're going to reach up. If you can, reach up. And hug out. Hug out. And we'll do this for 20 times also. We've almost reached 20. All right, so good. Now we're going to extend the legs up again. Make your heels, flex your foot like that. And now we're going to do one after the other like this. Up and down. Up and down. And I think if this makes you tired, and you could only do 10 or 15 of them, fine, stop. You can always come back to it later. So, this is, you can put your hands on your butt. Well, that's true, you could. That's a good statistic. So, put that under there. That's perfectly okay. And you put your head up if you're strong enough to do it this way. I do it both ways. You can't see Jenny over in the background there, but she's exercising with us. Raise your head if you can. Very good. Feels good. Give yourself a hug. Now, rock up like this. You know it's hard to rock up.
Oh.
Rock up. So, and go up and down. Up and down. Now this one I find really too hard for me to do.
On my tailbone.
But you're just really rocking back and forth. Like this, and I pull my legs
So
up.
good time to take a break.
Is this an easy break?
And you don't like an exercise. You shouldn't have
So
to do
we're
it.
going to exhale and inhale. Exhale. Inhale.
Just do it this
Exhale.
time.
Reaching up for your toes and yeah.
Okay.
What about
So
doing a
good.
cobra, Mom? Show them how to do a cobra.
And then we'll go over and lie on your stomach there and do a little cobra by leaning way back as far as you can, arching your back backwards. And like that, and then go down, and then come up, and down, up, and that's your cobra. And then if you really want to stretch out a little bit more, you can go into the baby child pose.
Yay, I should take this one.
Yeah, give
Take
it
it
a
away.
And now we're going to move into, we can either go for the butt kick, the donkey kick, or we can do arms.
Donkey kick. Donkey kick.
Okay. So now we're going to do arms. And you can use a little 1 pound weight, you can use a 2 pound depending on how strong your arms are. I can start out using 1 pound, and then I will be dropping the pounds in a few minutes. So you're going to start with just small circles like this, about the size of a golf ball. Just a little bit. You're going to keep your arms stretched out. Maybe it's the size of a tennis ball. And keep your elbows soft while you're doing this. Just like that. And your arms are going to feel like they're going to fall off in a minute. You've been going clockwise, but then we're going to reverse it. And we're going to go counterclockwise using the same soft motion. And and every once in a while your arms are going to hurt so badly. But if you can keep them up, do it. Now we're going to reverse the direction. We're going to go this way. I forgot. Bigger. Did this one. So now we're going to do a little bigger at the size of the basket. So just around and around. We're going to reverse it. We go this way. And now we're going to do the size of a bowling ball. I say this one, I'm just afraid to drop the weight because my right arm particularly. Usually one arm is stronger than the other. And even though I'm right-handed, is the weakest. So now we'll just go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're okay, hold the last one, just hold it in space, your shoulders are broad, just hold it and your knees up a bit, just a little bit, wait, and go, shake it out. Okay, now you're going to put one hand behind you, put your left hand behind you, and just your right hand up, and then we're going to hinge and go back, up, straight up, hinge, back. So this is going to help your tummy at the same time because you're going up, and back. Thrust it back, and when you're thrusting it back, thrust it back so you can feel the wing, your wing back there. So here we go, we'll just continue. Up. Make sure the arm goes straight. Reach up as high as you can. 1. Back on your hip, back here, your right arm back on the hip, and now we're going to do this side. Let's give you that arm down on your bend. Now we're going to do this 20 times. Pull your belly in, it helps the bend. Okay, make sure that your elbow is kicking back. 15.
And what's that about the smiling?
Smiling is so good. It actually helps you relax and breathe better.
That's how a cocktail does that. That's what
I thought.
That's the arm lift exercise that we do. Gary does that.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Shake your arms out. Now you're going to hold it like this. Now I can go to a higher weight at this point because my elbows are locked into my waist. So that helps me away from the lift. So we're going to let the gravity work. Let the gravity pull the weight down. And make it loose so you keep a flat wrist. You don't want to have your wrist going like this. Keep it nice flat. Straight. Try not to break at the wrists. It's so important. And this will keep your arms very strong. We're going to do 20 of these. But for the sake of, well, yeah, let's just do 20. It'll be good.
20 more.
Yes. I'll face this way. See my you can see that I got my stomach muscles very tight. Holding it in, yet still I'm breathing. 7 now. 1.
Wow.
Now widen your elbows just a little bit. Think about leading with your elbows in this next one. So you're holding 2 joysticks, and now you're gonna up. See, now I have to change my weight. A smaller weight. So your elbows are loose. You're leading with your elbows.
Okay, Now this is your great-granddaughter who was working out with you, is that right?
That's true. That's true. Great. And so resist. This is easy, but resist as though you have a bowl of taffy here that you're trying to go through the trunk of your shirt, which is favorite. And just go up. So you fly up with the elbow and then resist as though it was hard. It really isn't hard, but you're making it hard. So, really pushing there, so it's really not. Just push. Now hold it up for 4, 5, or 6, 3, 2, and release. Through with this arm, yeah. Shoulders a little higher than your elbows, and hold it up like that, and then again resist. And squeeze behind your back when you come like this. So you're stretching that muscle, the wings. But you're really working on your back muscles. So we'll just put a little thing like that to hinge the elbows. Sorry, we don't have any sound effects right now. Sometimes it's easier to do an exercise than just talk. So hold it for 4, 5 seconds right now. Just hold it out there like that and release. And your shoulders front and back. Okay, now we're going to do a shoulder press. Again, we're going to keep your knees soft. Well, don't do it like this. Palms facing down. So up. And resist again. Up. Resist. Up. Resist. Here we go. We're doing 15. Palms should be facing forward.
13. 12.
Again, truly, I'm smiling through this pain. And my mind's
On your birthday.
yes, celebrating diamonds.
This is what we do about it.
This is what we do about it. Up.
And
We
1.
know. We know. All right, hold the elbows in, and now we're going to go like this. Now at this point, I will tell you my arms are aching. And I would love it to just put this as elbow just a few more times, and then we're going to move on to a different exercise. Yes, I can't.
But
Yes. And so here we go. I'm putting them down. You can put yours down too.
yeah.
So I think we're going to end the exercise program now with some planking, as we did 2 years ago. So down we go. And the problem with my age-related exercising is I can plank on my upper arm for a little while, but my arms, for all the exercising I do, for some reason it's harder. So now I exercise. Well, you'll see as we're doing. And again, I do love to sing Chattanooga Choo-Choo, so we're going to do that at the same time. So get yourself down on your knees and get yourself in a little comfortable planking position, and then put your legs back and your back straight, and don't let it sink. And pardon me, boys, is this the Chattanooga Choo-Choo? Woo, woo. Track 29. Can you loan me a dime? Na, 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 na.
I don't remember the rest of the words.
You guys are good. Really good.
We leave the Pennsylvania station at 8:45. And then we're in South Carolina. Dinner in the diner. Nothing could be finer than to be
On the Chattanooga Choo-Choo.
And now I'm going down to the plank like this, which is the way you may want to do it the whole time. It's exactly the same, and it doesn't hurt your arms as much. So we reach the and I don't know when the minutes are going to be up, but I'm almost through. You're not in a plank position, Miss Catherine.
What? This is a modified plank.
No, modify the knees off.
Can't modify it by doing 90
Anyway, we've arrived at the destination, and my planking is over. Okay. Now,
You know what? If you guys started singing on the streets, you get a lot of nickels and dimes.
Let's go out and do that next. Let's go sing on the street.
Okay,
Nickels.
I'll go find a hat.
no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna plank on the street. So anyway, so there should be probably a little cool down on the exercise. So why don't we stand up
Make it
now?
loud and move loud.
And the cool down is
Arm.
so we could do, let's cool down starting with the arms. So you take this one, cross it over, hold your shoulder down as you're doing it, and just count to 10 or 15 or 20, whatever it is. But give your arm a good stretch. And the same with this arm. Hold the shoulder down, don't hunch up. Down and over. Okay. That's excellent. Now this arm behind you. Take it down your back like this. And give it a good stretch. Do here and don't forget to swim. And then this one, here we go. This one goes down. And that's a good stretch from there. Good. Now what's another stretch?
Put behind put your hands
Oh yeah,
behind
put your hands behind your back. Put the hands like this. And bend over. And as far this way as you can.
Then should we release our arms?
And then release the arms and go down if you can. Touch your toes. Just
This little
Like
piggy
a little-
did yoga. This
get down as best you can. If you only go this far, fine. But you're stretching these back muscles like that. Bend your knees when you come up. Roll up very carefully because you got to protect the back at all times. And then maybe a couple of stretches like this. Stretch out your waist. And then another one like this. Feels so good, doesn't it? And then you run for a glass of wine.
It's only
And
10
you're
a.m.
exercising in the evening.
Oh, a mimosa.
Somewhere around a mimosa or
Now you can drink guilt-free.
But everything you feel like it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon
Okay, do a yoga
now, and
pose.
it's time to.
Now it's a
Just
yoga
cool
pose
All right.
time.
So bye. I'll see you next year when we are exercising.
Okay, go for it.
93.
Bye,
Catch this.
everybody.
Bye.
Bridge pose.